Welcome, everyone, to People on Dating. I'm your host, Will Morales. And for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this podcast is about the ups and downs of dating and how to navigate through it. Today, I want to read an article. It was posted on Instagram by Ask a Black Man. And I'll put his link on the show notes so I could give him the credit. So this is an article about women and how they choose, their mate, so to speak. So a study published in the journal Evolution and Human Behavior by Dr. Melissa Berkeley at Oklahoma State University in attraction psychology. She found that women judge a man far differently depending on whether they believe he is single or already in a relationship. And I'm pretty sure, guys, you maybe notice sometimes when you're single, you can't even catch a cold. So and maybe when you're in a relationship, all of a sudden, some women look at you differently. I remember talking to a couple of my female friends, not a big study, it wasn't like I did a poll. And they said that whenever they see a guy with another girl, they look at the girl first and they look at the guy. And then they wonder, what is it about him that she found attractive? If it's looks, then that's plain to see. But if he's, a 6 or 7, 5, 6, 7, she might think something different. Maybe he got money. Maybe he's funny. He got a great personality. And like I said, it wasn't a big poll that I took. I think I spoke to 4 or 5 women, ranging from the age of mid-20s to early 70s. So let me continue with the article. So again, in a study of a group of women, were first shown a photo of a man. So anyway, so this is again, it's something about attraction psychology. Found that women judge a man far differently depending on whether they believe he is single or already in a relationship. In the study, a group of women were first shown a photo of a man and asked to rate his attractiveness. About 59% rated him as desirable. Later, the same women were shown the exact same photo, but this time they were told he was married or taken. His attractiveness rate shot up around 90%. When researchers calculated the difference, women were nearly twice as likely to find the man attractive once they believed another woman had already chosen him. And that's what some of my female friends were telling me, that again, when they see a guy, they look at him differently. They don't look at him like, oh, he's a loser or whatever. And he could be, you never know. I mean, some women, unfortunately, put up with some crazy guys, but it was definitely just eye-opening to hear some of my female friends tell me that. The effect is often described as mate choice copying. The idea that a partner who has already been vetted by another woman feels like a safer, higher quality option. So these girls were telling me, and from what I'm reading in this article, it seems that because somebody's going out with him, and they don't know how long they've been going out, could be a couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years. She did the vetting. She did the work to get to know this guy, to find out what he's all about. So they feel it, the girls that are looking at this guy, they feel it's a safe bet. Knowing someone else has already chosen him sends subtle signals. He must be loyal enough to secure a relationship, stable enough to be selected, and socially desirable enough to be claimed. Those cues created a shortcut for attraction, making women more confident in his value without needing to do all the evaluating themselves. Now, if it's a girl, I mean, again, you don't know this couple, you just see them, and then you wonder, like, okay, again, what did she find attractive about this guy? Personality, looks, money, social status, whatever that may be. Um, Let me see where I'm at. Researchers also noted that the man's face, posture, and expression never changed. Only the context did, which is they showed a photo of him by himself, then they show a photo with him with a woman. The study highlights how social proof plays a powerful role in dating dynamics, and why a man who appears wanted or committed can suddenly seem more appealing even to women who initially felt indifferent. And like I said, that's um, when talking to these my female friends about it. It's weird because in the few instances that I had dates and I walk around with a girl, or even if it's a friend, I noticed sometimes women will look at me, or they'll look at her, they'll look at me, or look at me, look at her, and try to find out, what is it about this guy? So, but the thing is about the vetting part, I can understand, but then at the same time, you don't really know, obviously, if you're a stranger and you don't know this couple. But I get it by saying, "Oh, wait a minute, if I ever meet this guy, well, at least I know he dated someone. He dated a woman. There was something good about him that she saw, and she felt attracted about it." Anyway, it's always more to me more complicated than that, but it's just an interesting dynamic of how some women feel about when a man's in a relationship compared to him being single. I also wonder how is it for women when she finds out that he has tons of friends. I'm not even talking about just female friends, but I'm talking about guys. Like he belongs to, he has a social circle. Like how do women feel about that? I would love to hear some of the women's comments about if this is if in this article. Do you agree that a woman might find a man more attractive if he's dating someone or he is with someone? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. I got some upcoming episodes to post in the next couple of weeks. This is season 3. I can't believe I'm already in the 3rd season of People on Dating. Anyway, guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's People on Dating. I think it's at People on Dating Will Morales, something like that. I'll put it on the show notes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. Until next time, have a great day, everybody, and please stay safe.